Hello, welcome once again. This is the Clockwork 42 channel. My name is Benjamin. Today, we're going to play with something different. The Frame Arms Girl Rapid Raider set, Hresvelger version. This is a pretty cool kit. I found the Kotobukiya model kits on Big Bad Toy Store, and I sampled them with this particular figure, or model kit. The frame arm, I guess the base model, but I found that they're super posable and a lot of fun to play with, pose around. So I sampled their other products, like Mega Man here, and this is another really awesome piece. Just showing you these briefly, but this is what we're looking at today. Hresvelger. Cute anime girl. It's kind of like an armored jumpsuit or a riding suit. Motorcycle riding. Stop burping. Enough about them. We are going to take a closer look at the figure, all of her accessories, including the motorcycle that is included with the kit. Now, I said model kit. That means you have to build it. But the instructions with these kits are very easy to follow. With just a few tools, you can assemble this in a matter of hours if you're a freak, or over a week or so if you're like me. Just plug away a couple hours a day, whatever. But in the end, you get a nice little figure. It's extremely posable, and she may look kind of plain because I haven't fine-tuned it, I guess you could say. Adding paint details, adding depth to the panel lines in the figure. Look close here. Or not. We'll get a closer look in a minute. Clear out the chaos from my last display. When I say we're playing with stuff, I'm not joking. So all this mess of red parts, pieces, head, faces, it's all part of the kit. Just flying with no structure. First off, what I want to talk about with these is that all of the pegs and ports on these kits are 3mm, so that makes all the components compatible across the entire line of these kits. And I believe some of the Gundam model kits would be compatible with these as well. And to describe this figure as being like anything else, I think the closest comparison would be the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech figures. They're very posable, but they can be a little bit tedious to pose at times. Just showing you the port on the arm, different components that are included to let you customize these in a variety of ways. This I'm just demonstrating the compatibility or versatility. In a sense, you could say it's like Legos, but it's not Legos. Again, stick whatever piece you want on there. I know this is silly, but just giving you an idea of what you can do with the different parts, pieces. The instructions will have you build it a certain way, but your imagination might have other plans. Cute little face. I think the hardest part for me assembling these is the translucent pieces. Trying to get a nice clean line on those. Whoops. Let's see, there you go. A little bit delicate sometimes. But they're a lot of fun. Cat ears are optional. Pops right off. And you can glue it down, of course. But what I was talking about earlier with the panel lines, as you see, look at the light reflecting across it. Bring that out with a wash or a panel line marker. It'll really make the sculpted details stand out a lot more. We've got a ball joint in the shoulder, a single point of articulation in the elbow, but check this out. That's a pretty tight bend, and as you saw earlier, getting poses up to her face or up on the helmet, it's absolutely achievable. The hips, we have a drop down feature, so for sitting, like I had her earlier, 2 points of articulation in the knee. It's a very nice bend, and you saw where they're connected at the mid thigh there. You can rotate, get some of those cute classic anime positions. Pout, throw fit, play with your miniature toys. The ankle, pop it off here. The peg allows it to twist, and you have a hinge there to get your up and down, as well as your rocker point of articulation. There we go. A lot of fun stuff you can do with these when it comes to posing. When it comes to customizing, there's a lot of great customizers or model builders out there. Make these things look 100 times better. I'm going to try my hand at making it better one day, but for now, give you a rundown, because I had these in my top 10 for 2020 video, but I didn't really do a review on them. We have an alternate head, and you'll see on the background a few faces. They even give you a blank one, so you can customize it as you see fit. Chin. Easy to swap out. Showing you the other face there. Faces, I should say. We have I like this one, a smirking, cocky face. And as for this pile of goodies. Show you some of the other stuff she comes with. You'll get 2 of these. It's like a flare gun type pistol or a short barrel pistol shotgun, whatever your imagination dictates. This nice katana, 45 style pistol. Again, with that 3mm port pegs. You can pop that off. Now it's cool. Little side holster. Like I said, use your imagination. They can be a little bit tedious to pose. They're very lightweight, but you find their balance point and they'll hold it. I struggle on camera. But I've had her in single leg poses, sitting cross leg. I've had her doing the peely press. Lightweight, durable, rigid. Just a fun figure to have. Okay, I'm not gonna keep wasting time with that. You're here for the good stuff. We're here for the good stuff, but you're not putting it out. Bear with me, people. Now, you're looking at all these components, plastic bits. Let's shove that aside for a second. Bust out the motorcycle. Now, I know I gave Hasbro some flack with their Rider series. It's mainly because the engine component looks so plain. That's what makes it look like a cheap toy instead of a cool motorcycle. Now this one, I give it a pass because it's a stylized motorcycle, and so I can accept that it's plain, and because it's a model kit, all the extra detailing, I can provide that as well. I suppose you could say the same with the Rider's kit, or figure, set, whatever. Any action figure is potentially a customizable model kit. You're seeing that these pieces bend, move, rotate, and that lends itself to your imagination. You can strip this, assemble it, and make it something completely different. But I like motorcycles. Kickstand pops up, goes down. And all these components attach onto the bike and make it look even cooler. I pulled all them off just so I can show you the bare bones, basics of this bike. It's a nice translucent plastic on the rim. Brake rotor, or brakes. Same peg size on the handle. Pull it off, set it somewhere else, change the positioning. Didn't see that coming. If I was more skilled, I'd probably try and stick LEDs in this thing one day. But let me post something up here and show you what they're capable of. Now we have her on the bike with all the components added to it. It's a little bit loose there, but I'm not going to worry about that. One of the downsides to these model kits is when you're going to pose them, it can be kind of tedious. Once you find it, tend to keep it there. Well, I do. One, because it's so tedious reposing. Two, when I set up a pose, I set up something I like, something I might want to see for a little while. I don't want to flip her around too much, but kind of showing you how you can arrange different components. I should note that there is articulation on some of these components as well, which can allow for some unique positioning or displays. Just like a defense array opening up, pink, 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 pink. Even on these components. And again, if you wanted to attach these as armor pieces onto the figure, that's something you can do. Whoops. Actually, that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and pop her off there. Park the bike. Get out of there. Forgot to mention the wrist articulation. You've probably seen this on other figures, like Figma, McFarlane recently. Storm uses this. The ball swivel hinge and the hands pop on and off, really easy. Well, I shouldn't say really easy. It's not a difficult task is what I mean to say. And speaking of hands, these on average come with at least 5 sets. I haven't held the gun before, so it's kind of stiff. And these are just the gripping hands. Give me a moment. I will show you the rest. Oh, and the neck. You have a small ball peg on the bottom. Pop back on. And a larger one at the top, or just below the skull, or the helmet. You get a little bit range of motion. She's kind of stiff right now. There we go. Down, look up. Great range of motion. When used properly. Stop messing with her and grab the extra hands. So looking at the hand options, as well as the included water slide decals, I cannot remember which one of these came with the kit. There's 2 different versions of the Resvelger model, and they each come with similar water slide decals. I'm going to guess that it's this one, simply because of that closed eye expression. But with the hands, fist hands, the trigger hand, but as you see, it's like a safe trigger position. That's kind of cool. Relaxed or slapping hand, and the open or splayed fingers. In addition to the hands, they'll come with, or some of these, I should say, will come with extra pegs in case you happen to break them. That's always nice. Let's change that out. But these are a lot of fun. And they're good to, well, I think they're good to practice customizing skills, kit bashing. And with so many components being compatible across the line, it's easy to do a simple kit bash with no painting or excessive because of tooling. Slop out of that. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. These are pretty cool. Head pops off easy enough. Whoop. But that neck piece will have to come with it. Pop it out like that. Pop it in like that. And actually this does include flesh tone parts that you can swap out on the neck and the, well, I'm not sure if this one has the arms or not, but you get some more options. Cheap little pose here. Just trying to show you. They got the moves. They look nice on the shelf, a vibrant color, but you can always repaint it and make it even more vibrant, colorful. They're a lot of fun. They're cute, highly posable, highly compatible. Oh, I suppose you want to see how tall they are next to something. Make her stand up straight. Make you sit through it. Next to Jazzware's Legendary Series fish stick. Get them in the shot. I could have planned this better. I think this is one that's a good figure for size comparisons. Whoa. As you see, not everything is glued down. And that's to keep it ready for painting or additional detailing I may wish to do. Pops right back in. Pops right back in. Stand up. Go the extra mile today. Suppose it helps if you can see it. It's centimeters and inches. So right around 6. So they'll fit into a lot of displays. My shelves, anything goes. On a scale, fun to 10, yeah, these are a blast. Really allows for a lot of fine tuning in your posing. And it might take a little bit of time, but once you got it, you can get them looking pretty good. With the additional facial and hand expressions, it allows for, well, I guess you're limited by your imagination. There's so much you can do. And again, with the compatibility with other model kits within the line, it's real easy to customize without extra tooling or painting. Kotobukia, frame arms girl. Really, really recommend it. But the caveat is you got to build it. If you look closely, and maybe you've noticed as I've been doing this, there are imperfections, but of course it's meant to be cleaned up with further tooling. And you might see stuff like that, which squeeze it back together, or again, take it back to the workbench and try and clean it up a little bit more. And I just broke the pose. That's okay. take this Figma stand, port it into the deck, and load away. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back soon. Y'all take care.